Miles Bridges is back in the NBA. Well, he'll be back shortly. He said back in December that he was talking and we thought he was going to sign a deal and then suspended for the rest of the season, as he's still a restricted free agent for the Charlotte Hornets, even though his qualifying offer did expire. He is serving a 30-game suspension, but he already got credited 20 games served and will only serve 10 games to start next year. What we're hearing is that he's going to sign a 2-year deal. First year, probably like fully guaranteed. Second year being an option, player or team option, and it being partially guaranteed with certain key dates to fully guarantee the deal. Now, this is great. We're not going to talk about what Miles Bridges did or anything, but it's good that he's back in the NBA. The Hornets have said they want to bring back PJ Washington and Miles Bridges. Now, you think about a team, Mark Williams, Nick Richards, Miles Bridges, PJ Washington, LaMelo Ball, and whoever they draft, or they could use that top pick to go out and get someone really good. And that's where it all gets interesting. I think this could be something that works in their favor, as I personally think that people don't realize. So yeah, I think right here where you look at this team, getting a guy like Miles Bridges back is huge, okay? I can't understate how impactful it will be to have Miles Bridges back. And I know he's been out of basketball for a year, all right? He's not going to pull no Ben Simmons, all right? I think Miles Bridges, he's hungry. He's ready to come back. I was surprised that they didn't sign him earlier. It makes me think that the NBA hit up the Hornets and was like, nah, you can't sign him. He's not allowed to play this year. And then we'll set it up good. Because he's only missing 10 games. That means he can play a maximum of 72 games next year. And this is a guy who was like an all-NBA player last time we saw him. So he's nothing to sneeze at. Like, if anything, the Charlotte Hornets could be scarier than they've ever been before. And for me, I think about if you can get rid of Terry Rozier, you can get rid of Gordon Hayward's contract, flip those into some respectable players. You either draft a good player with a top 5 pick, or you use that to go out and trade for someone. Because if you can flip Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier in the 5th pick into like Chris Middleton and Bobby Portis, I know that's such a far-fetched deal, but that like would never happen. But we can all agree that that would be great and that we would all want that. I wonder what you guys as Hornets fans think should be done and why. I think it's definitely an interesting situation, as it's not one that NBA fans were accustomed to, because there hasn't been a situation like Miles Bridges, and plus the NBA being kind of libtards, they're going to do what people consider as woke. So I'm not surprised, but what I am curious to hear your thoughts. Do you think the Hornets are going to be significantly better next year? Granted, Steve Clifford will still be the head coach, so that will be interesting to see how that all plays out. But I'm curious to hear your guys' opinions down below. What do you guys think of this deal and why? Do you think it's going to benefit the Hornets if they bring him back? I just think the suspension just gives us an idea that Miles Bridges will be back in the NBA sooner rather than later. And he only lost a season of his career, which is good. So I'm excited to see what he does. He'll have a chip on his shoulder, and he'll definitely want to play some good basketball. Maybe he comes back better than ever. We don't know. It's definitely going to be a wild one to see. So like, comment, subscribe. We're on the way to 20,000 subscribers, so hit that button. It'll be greatly appreciated. Goodbye.